Jessica Stevenson alongside me. We look like Skittles just burst out of a bag. How are you?
No, I'm good. How are you? I'm happy it's Friday.
Are you?
Yeah.
So we got to get started because we don't have a whole lot of time. But I want to first introduce you guys. My grandparents are actually on the phone. Hello.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Grandma and Papa. So both my grandma and Papa are actually Yoopers. They're from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, so we call them Yoopers. This is where pasties actually started. So Grandma, you can't see it, but we have our pie crust laid out here on the counter.
Because I kind of got busy with today's events.
I dropped the ball.
I did drop the ball.
Like, I mean, you've got the crunch of a snowball. So you can have the indoor snowball fight and not have to worry about actual snow.
Really?
I have Friday plans. I have tonight plans.
Talk a little bit about what you're doing tonight, because this is
Tonight.
it's kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal. Tonight, there is the Relay for Life. So that's going on tonight. It's going to be fun. We're kind of rocking through the decades music-wise.
And that's at Phelps County at the Holdridge Track.
County at the Holdridge Track, yep. That's tonight. So I'll be there. They asked me to come and speak. So I'll be there as a survivor, just kind of talking, chatting about, I guess, about my experience. They really didn't give me any direction onto what I'm supposed to speak about, but
do you do a lot of public speaking? Does that make you nervous?
it doesn't make me nervous, no, but I prefer to public speak about other things than myself. It's
But you know you better than anyone
but I do
else,
know
so.
myself better than anyone else, and the series I did on the melanoma did go over really, really well, so hopefully the speech will as well. So.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Jessica has something in common with Lady Gaga.
Oh gosh, don't announce this.
They're both 5'2".
Yeah.
I didn't realize she was that short. I really didn't.
I didn't.
Really?
I didn't realize you were that short.
I wear a lot of heels, I
No,
guess.
then maybe that helps.
You got the boss's ear.
Yeah.
So how was your weekend, sister?
It was super good. It was
Good.
so much fun. We went, it was Sydney and Lauren and I, so we all
Okay.
work here. We all went to the Minden Pumpkin Patch. So
Nice.
Nielsen's. And we did pick your own pumpkins. It was really fun. We each got big ones that you could use for jack-o'-lanterns. And then we
guys.
got these cute little ones that we actually went back. Yeah, you
Holy
have to like
moly.
actually snip them off.
So you actually,
Yeah, we actually snipped. It was kind of fun.
these are fantastic
actually.
pictures
Oh,
from a photographer
thanks.
angle. Those are awesome. Oh, look at that.
Isn't that so cute? She's so cute. We had so much fun, and then we went back to Lauren's house afterwards, and we like painted our pumpkin. Like, yeah, they were so
Nice.
fun. It was
Now,
really good.
Was this something that you did as growing up as a child?
Well, we went to a pumpkin patch. It definitely didn't have vines or scissors. Were not required at all.
Yeah.
And they were already like washed for you, and then So I mean, I did, but it wasn't quite that nature-ish, you know.
Authentic.
But,
yeah. Fun. Well, I've heard that's an
authentic.
awesome pumpkin
It-
patch.
We got a trunk full of pumpkins for $14. I'm not
Really?
even kidding. Yeah, if you have a full family to supply pumpkins for, that's the place to go.
And it's just south of Minden, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah, you
Some
can
of you,
follow.
some of you are asking about our pumpkins, how they turned out, because Carol and I did pumpkins, and this is mine, and this is
how
Carol's. I thought they turned out really
So
well.
that-
Okay,
It
you
smells
So I put that
good.
there.
just go ahead and put that there.
I'm
And to
gonna
that,
separate them a little
Millie?
more.
that would,
Oh, this is so
and to
Oh,
that,
yeah.
we add
Oh, I can smell that.
Yeah,
yeah,
can you?
2 tablespoons of,
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you put the caramel right in there.
but then you add it later after you bake it. You need to set your oven to 375.
Well, to get through this without crying like I have every
Yep.
single time this morning. Yeah, this is a special report I've been working on for over a month now, and it is about melanoma. And I've learned that literally tens of thousands of people are dying from this skin cancer, and the local doctors are saying it's a growing epidemic that is sweeping our country, and we're seeing the huge rise in young adults and older teens, and obviously included in the statistic is myself. So the cases have increased by 230%, which is a staggering
incredible.
amount
That's
since
incredible.
the 70s. And for the next few days, I'm going to take you through basically all the steps of my life since my melanoma diagnosis, including bringing you to the doctor's appointments. And I'm kind of hoping to bring you basically the latest information on this fatal disease in hopes of saving your life.
Apparently,
You
but
guys are gonna make me cry.
it is so sweet. It is literally, and the kids can watch the game from the windows up there. They can see the whole stadium. It is just such a neat idea.
Welcome back, everybody. We're being joined here in the kitchen with Katie George from Hy-Vee. She has a really fun recipe.
Yeah. Talking Sloppy Joe's.
He's restaurant out of Grand Island.
Yum. That sounds good. You guys are making me hungry. It's lunchtime. So now this is being put on by Bikers Against Child Abuse. So tell me a little bit about that organization, Kate. Michelle is training in hopes of being an Olympian. Isn't that so incredible? She actually went out and tried out last year, and she made it into the team right below the actual Olympic team. So it's such a small team, only 3 people make the actual U.S. Olympic team. So to be the one immediately underneath of it, which is a conditioning one, is so impressive. Her story is so interesting.
Should we take a look at it?
Yeah.
They're called our phobos.
Use those.
It goes. It
That
really does go.
launches.
Are they still warm? They came out a few minutes ago.
Oh, they're really good. They're like,
Oh. Yep.
like little pumpkin pie in a.
These are a winning
Yeah.
recipe, guys.
This is good.
15, 20 minutes top to make it, to bake it.
Forwards. So if you get them really close like this,
And how do you box?
tops and
yes.
corners. There you go.
Oh, I'm winning, right? Because I'm green?
Yep. You're
Yes.
not winning.
Ronnie's
You've got to be
losing.
red.
Ronnie, I'm going to get you.
Oh,
Yeah. One.
that
is
means you
so
won.
much.
That definitely means you won.
Yes. Ronnie, fail.
Jessica joins us today, and you've done a kind of this series on clothing.
I have.
What? And you said she's big into fashion. Talk a little bit about how this whole concept got started.
Yeah, sure. So I obviously do really like fashion, always have had a rotating closet. And I was always a big donator of my clothing, but I would talk to friends, and a lot of times they would say they just weren't donating their clothes because they didn't feel like people wanted them anymore because they had worn them quite a few times. And I just kind of did some research and learned that there are millions of tons of textiles, which are clothing or fabrics, ending up in our landfills every single year in just America alone. And so I kind of just wanted to do some digging and see if there were any other options available for our clothes, especially those that were a little bit more worn out. So I visited Goodwill to kind of see what they do with those donations.
Once we receive the donations,
We've got some final candies.
I'm just going to keep my eyes shut.
Okay, just keep your eyes
Doesn't fit,
shut.
so.
Here we go. Here we go.
Is this
And
the
as
last
you guys,
one?
we have 2 more
have
if you
two?
have time. So give it a whirl.
Snickers.
What do
This
you
has
think?
peanut butter in it, doesn't it?
No, it does have peanut butter.
It does. All right.
Tastes like it.
I didn't know, and one of the things I learned is you don't call them cows. That was always kind of my go-to word. So, I mean, I learned a lot, and what was nice is I was worried that people were going to be judgmental of my lack of ag background, but actually everybody's really kind and really excited to share their knowledge with you. So that was great. Everybody was so warm and welcoming.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is.
That was
back
my
here.
favorite.
Arrow, we can do any arrows. It doesn't matter what color, any arrows. But then the kids just keep going.
You're worse than Carol.
You are
Oh, got another. Oh,
Snowball fight.
snowball.
What is that?
So you should get a taste test all the salts we always talk about.
Yeah, because
Oh, all right.
She's surprised that it tastes good.
It is good. Kind of reminds me. Oh, I can't think of it. It reminds me of something though. It's like a cross of a green bell pepper and something else.
Yeah, to me they kind of have a bit of a poblano flavor. That's
there we
and
go.
And it could be because they smell like poblanos when they're cooking to me.
see,
that
that's
far.
what you're looking
Look at
at.
this.
That's what you're
Yeah,
looking at
pitch
when you're walking
blackness.
through there, because you have the camera with the light on you.
Yeah, the camera blinds me, so I walk very slow. And I'm like, I was so afraid. And look at this girl. And then what's kind of great is during the morning show, my biggest scare, you can only hear because we had the flyer up on the air. So you just hear my blood-curdling scream. So we actually recorded this. So we will have that big scare on our noon news. That one was probably the best.
I heard it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, we took it.
Yeah.
Not
It
only
was
am I
such a
proud
big
of you,
scare.
but Lauren is walking
Lauren.
backwards.
Lauren is walking backwards,
Doing
holding
this.
a live backpack on her back, which is probably 15, 20
Yes.
pounds, and she's this tiny little nugget. Welcome back. We're back here in the kitchen with Katie George from Hy-Vee. We're just kind of continuing this recipe. You said it was a savory,
Sweet and savory sloppy joe. So
There we go.
It's one of those things where you can kind of look in your cupboards.
And now Tim is joining us with the final thought of the weather.
Hey, enjoy today. It looks to be pretty decent. But again, the big concern is the middle of the week, flood watches. Then tonight you'll have the updated forecast.
All right. Thanks so much for sticking with us, guys.